All right, we are back with Game Boy Wars once again. Yep, I am finally going back to the extra maps. Part of the reason for this is I needed to do it eventually anyway, but I actually, I was debating whether I wanted to do this today, but then I remembered how much my thumb hurts from playing Super Soccer, and I realized a game like Game Boy Wars is actually really nice for this, because I can play this game without a whole lot of, fast movements required of my thumb. So I figured this actually wasn't a bad time to introduce it back in anyway. All right. Yeah, actually, no, the real reason why I started it now is because I was worried Mahjong would take it over. I actually think once I get back to Mahjong, it won't take too long with the program. We'll see. Maybe I'll eat my words, but I'm not too worried about this one and that one going on at the same time and being too much. So we just we just started the new campaign, or we just saw the new campaign, and there's a whole bunch of new levels, and I have no idea how long this will take. Probably quite a while. I might experiment with fast strats to see how well they work. Like, what if I just immediately fly tons of infantry into the center of the base on a level with helicopters? What if I don't actually go, or maybe a bunch of infantry and mechs? You know, maybe. We'll see. I might try that to see if that helps speed things up. But let me go ahead and start the timer up again, continuing from 62 hours. And let's see what this first map on the bonus extra maps has in store for us. It looks pretty barren, actually. Summer. We have nothing. Summer. Is that all I have? Oh no, what is this map? Oh no. It's literally just buildings? Oh man, so I can't to me the obvious strat here is just to build tons of foot soldiers. But I only have one building, so that's gonna hurt it. And do I start with mechs? And if I get 4K every turn, I actually should build better units over time. Like, what's the math I can do here? Let's even just think of let's say I built an infantry every turn. How much money does that give me? 3,000 extra every turn. So I'd have 6,000. Like, should I just do maybe infantry and little ones? Should I build APCs? Some more mechs. Oh man, I'm not sure. Save up for just a medium tank every now and then. A howitzer could be really useful too. Man, this is bizarre. I feel like they are going to build tanks. I'm gonna do a mix of both. I'll start with a mech. This is gonna be a weird map. Yeah, I could swap to something like that. I'm just not sure I want to. Oh, they did the same thing as me. Like, should I build one already? I'm gonna have money to build another thing, so maybe I should. I do need infantry, too. This is a weird map. A really weird map. At least we start on equal footing, I guess. Wonder what they're gonna build already, though. Same thing. This is weird. I'm not sure what to do about this one. What's your range? 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, so I'm fine. That's true. So I don't need to worry about infantry at all. You're right. Because the moment I get someone on their base... Yeah, that is true. It's over for them. Well, they could fight it still. If they can defeat it with their other units, it's not quite over, but that could happen. Wonder what they're gonna do here. Like, maybe I'm just a mech and a tank every turn. Wonder how to do this too. Okay, they're making infantry, which if Suji's strat is gonna work, then that might be bad for them. But it also could mean they're saving for something better. I could also maybe have not done what I just did there. Try to get my guys as full life as possible, swarming. But like, that tank is already almost dead now, so that's kind of good. This is a weird map. It actually might go pretty quickly. Oh, also, I'm like a little worried about the super scope. I wasn't able to get it working on my TV, but the buttons worked, which means the receiver and the scope power is working. And I was looking into it, and I'm worried I have a CRTV that's not, like, it's too advanced or something. And the light component, or like the screen flashing component doesn't work on it for some reason. It's really weird. So I might experiment with an older TV that I have. I don't know if it'll work as well with my stream setup, though. I don't really like how this is actually going. They're just, like, trying to sneak in. Like, 'cause the last thing I want is for them to suddenly get me, you know? Yeah, I'm gonna try that one, that old CRTV. My only problem is I'm trying to think. I may not have the right adapters to make that work with my current stream setup, so I may need to, buy a cable. So it's possible that one, Super Scope 6, might get delayed a little bit because of that. I don't really want to fight people on the base until I can actually destroy them, because I feel like they're just going to recover too much HP. Yeah, I kind of knew this would happen, but maybe that's fine, because now they're a little weaker. I don't know, we'll see. This is a weird map. So they did the opposite. I realized I maybe should have done this. Mech first and then tank, because now their tank has a big advantage. It's a mistake I made at the beginning, so I'm a little worried that it's gonna hurt me more. Or like I should have done that starting move differently. Should be fine. Another mech. Yeah, this is a weird one. This is a very weird one. If I could just crack the enemy, I'll be fine, but I'm just worried about actually doing that, you know? Like, would it be better to build a howitzer or something? Yeah, it's definitely a different map. That's for sure. They're gonna actually do pretty good here. Yeah, bummer. That tank did not actually do me very good. Makes you wonder if it's even worth it. Like, what if it would actually be better just to keep building mechs and then an occasional huge tank? Maybe I should try that instead. I don't know if I'll regret it, though. Maybe I should have already done it. I could also do infantries. I don't know if that would be effective, though. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da. I don't want that infantry is definitely trying to sneak in, and I do not like that. I might actually have to make my tank go for him. Maybe I'll try, because right now I feel like we're just gonna stalemate, so maybe I should try. Just mechs. Maybe, Turtle. I'm not sure if I'm gonna give each level tons of attention. So it may honestly not end up being that long of one. Or not especially long. Like, I'll talk about each map, but just to give an overview of each map, I actually don't think will take that long. So now here's the question of, do I fight them or do I just, like, make them waste their turns on having tons of guys surrounding them? Because that might be better. Like, just keep this guy here. We'll see. A little worried that they'll just overwhelm me with too many tanks if I try to save up for a big tank, though. We'll see. That guy ran out of bullets already? He might have. This is a weird map. I don't totally like it, though, to be honest. Kind of rough. It's kind of counter to, or like it doesn't let me do my usual strat, you know. Okay. Do 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 do. Dude, I don't know if you were there, Turtle. The ending of that game was wild yesterday. Nintendo showed up and knocked out the guy presenting the trophy with the soccer ball, and then challenged me to a final battle. It was really funny. I'm just worried that if I save up for a big tank, that it'll all just, like, be wasted effort. I might save here. I might save when I build the big tank, because maybe it'd be better to build, like, a howitzer instead or something. Apparently in the original it wasn't actually, Nintendo too, so that's kind of interesting. It was just human. And they changed that for the Nintendo version, or for when Nintendo published it. Yeah, that's true. The mechs are decent. I should probably not put a guy there. No, that's fine. If they keep a mech on the building, yeah, they're not going to. Yeah, I'm just worried that it'll be eventually enough for them to overwhelm me, but we'll see. Bum ba da bum bum ba da 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 da. Goodbye. actually, I could hit guys on the base because they always supply, and that'll make them lose money. What if that's actually the strat, is to always hit them once on the base and force them to spend for the repairs? An APC, interesting. Like, if I hit this guy, are they just gonna auto-repair him? And waste some money on it? 'Cause that actually could be another thing that could really help here. They did spend the money. And in a map with so little money like this, that actually might matter. Okay, good. The more turns I waste, the more I can push people forward. Watch you guys like how I started the stream with some circus music. Say this is unfortunate here. I don't even know if they'll make it enough to whittle any damage on the next guy. Maybe. They're gonna send another mech at him though. No, they're sending a mech at me. He doesn't have that much life though, so I'm not too worried about him. Doo-doo. Ooh, I almost did something really stupid. That would have been so bad. I feel like turns here are pretty precious, or building here. I mean, I guess I could just... Aww, how annoying. Darn. Can't force him to spend more with that. Okay, that's part of the way there already. How much is a howitzer too? Because what's nice about a howitzer, well, what's not nice about a howitzer is that it will run out of ammo pretty quick, but it's able to be pretty, it's not gonna waste a whole lot of, it's not gonna lose a lot of life quickly. I also don't, like, it could be someone to, you know, shoot whoever lands on their base immediately. I don't know, it could be useful, I'm not sure. Should make a battery. I thought about that, and that would be terrible because then you can't build anymore. I mean, I think you can move them one square still, I guess, but still. You would also need a supply truck. That's a way a howitzer could work, would be paired with a supply truck, but that's just a lot of building. Don't totally like how far that guy just went, but I guess that's what happens when I do this strategy. Is that guy actually trying to hit my base here? He's not an infantry, so it's not like he can take it. The thing I have to be careful of is if they swarm my base with too many guys at once, I'm not going to be able to... They're going to be able to plant someone on my base, and that's going to be terrible if that happens. I didn't think about APCs. I could have been doing those instead of small tanks, too. Doing the small tanks at the start might have even been a bad idea, frankly. Like, I think I'm actually going to hit this guy out of concern for them just having a few too many dudes down here. I'm not sure this is the strat. We'll see. This level's a weird one. What's annoying is is there anyone who's done a playthrough even of this campaign? I can't remember. There's no guides online. Hi, Nino. As you can see, I'm back with Game Boy Wars. Because I could, if I have to, I could follow someone else's exact strategy, but... Ow. Yeah, so no one has, so there's no guides even to follow. It doesn't mean I'm gonna return to Mahjong soon, but I probably will. Potentially soon. Suji said he's getting pretty close with the, with his script, so... Not his script, his program to help. Not firing. That's fine. Also, weird that that tank didn't actually move much. Not sure what their plan is, really. That's okay. That wastes a turn. Because that one, it's not a choice of when to return. I mean, I guess in a way it is. But I'm waiting on something, you know? Mostly just trying to waste their time with that one. I am gonna just hit this guy. Even though it does make me lose some life before heading out, that should be fine. Oh, they don't have any ammunition. That's why he's running down. He's probably just hoping to cover up the base. Wonder if that's partly true of this tank, too. No, he's still got plenty of missiles. Alright, I think one more turn. No, 2 more turns. No, build it. We'll see how much that big tank helps. Again, all I need is to crack their defenses enough to, like, plant the tank on the base, so... Once I get that done... Or if I can get that done, rather. That'll be huge, but we'll see. Just get one of them. Oh, he might be out of bullets. I seem to remember big tanks are pretty dang good against APCs. I'm a little scared about them saving money here too, but they're still building APCs, so probably I'll reach it before they do. This one still has a while to go. I actually don't think Mahjong will... hopefully won't take us too much longer with the help of the program. We'll see, though. It's a bit in the air, I guess. Not doing anything. I want to make sure... I still might even practice for the final boss, just to make sure I'm not going to lose to it. We'll see. It depends on how hard it is to get to that point from the previous stages. And how those go. The last 2 stages. Another APC, that's fine still. How much do APCs cost? Are they still making a little money? It doesn't really look like they're making much. Because if I recall correctly, APCs are not that good at handling, medium tanks. What's rough too, though, is I guess I can pull back the medium tank and repair it, but at that point, I'm not even sure it's worth it. Because it costs a turn, it costs a bunch of money to repair it. A turn where I can't build, so it's probably not. The only problem is I don't have anyone else up there, and I feel like I need a few more people up there to be able to fully take. Like, another plan is to actually save up for, like, 2 medium tanks. And just keep this up. Or even just keep one tank around for a bit. And wait till I build another one to really push. But I don't know if that's really what I want to do or not. I'll save once I get to the point where I can build the tank, and we'll see how it goes. I might change strategies. This is just a weird map. Funny, they must be waiting to do a bigger attack or something, but they're not close enough. So I don't know what their plan is for that guy. Is he out of bullets too? It's weird. I'm worried they'll do some crazy thing that'll surprise me and make me mad. It's like none of them are doing anything. Really scares me. More APCs. Okay, they are out. That's why they're doing this. I think I'm just gonna try pushing right now without fighting. And here comes the medium tank. Or the heavy tank, or whatever H stands for. I mean, I guess at least with the design of this map, it's not like the enemy turns don't take a million years. Because we can't build that much. So even, unless this one is just super hard, this one shouldn't take too, or as long as some of the other ones, I should say. Depends on if I can find the right, how fast I can find the right strategy. Oh wow, they're actually just straight up attacking on the home base. That doesn't seem smart to me, honestly. Yeah, that was destruction. Yeah, well, there's still some humming and humming, but... See, they haven't even hit him once yet. I don't know what they're thinking. Wonder how much it costs to repair him. I might save and try that. Or supply him, because that is bullets still he's losing there. It'd be nice to supply him while he is still there. Potentially here. But, like, that was just a waste of their APCs. Okay, he can't hit me. They're surrounding me, though, which is a little weird. I guess... Oh, that's what I could have had my free guys do, is fight them, because they can't fight back. I guess it does use up some of my ammunition, though. Okay, they're still just building APCs, which, as we just saw, my medium tank is pretty good at handling. Let me do some, saving. Save on C this time. I'm thinking this tank is the right strat. Let me see how much it costs to supply him, though. 40 bucks? That's not much. Although it puts me at an ugly number, but that's not the worst. I am gonna hit this guy, though. With a mech. Although maybe I could have let him live. Maybe he would have fought somebody and just died immediately. Let's sacrifice this guy to maybe deal a little bit more. Oh no, that he doesn't even need to. I can just move him forward. Move this guy up here. Blast him. Should get rid of him without any... Oh, I did lose one tank. I don't know if it's because I'm on the building or if it's because repairing doesn't refill the tiny amounts, but that's fine. I hope. We'll see. Being off that increment is kind of annoying actually. We'll see how it goes. Because maybe it wasn't worth the repair. Like I said though, all I need to do now is crack the APCs they keep building with a medium tank and maybe a mech, and then another mech to get in. That's true, I can do more future supplies with that. Do I just push? Or do I try to fight this APC? I'm not sure. I kind of like how that medium tank just isn't doing anything. Putting him down there makes me care about him even less, because now he's not even blocking me. I don't know what their plan is with those guys. Okay. I think APCs are a full 4K, right? So they're kind of wasting their turns, I feel like, here. I'm wondering if I should do it already, or if I should just plant him up here and let them make the first strike. I could also, like I said, wait till I have more mechs. And swarm them more at once. We'll see how this goes. That our two guys... Oh yeah, you're right. That we're like in a stalemate. Neither of us are going to want to push forward. Wonder if they would eventually get off or not if I had a guy on their base and they had a guy on mine. Wonder how the CPU responds to that. Because basically whoever moves off first loses, because then the other person builds. Okay, so they are going after the tank. Again, the tank is not going to last forever. They'll whittle him down. But just a few more turns, man, and I could potentially really hurt them here. It may not be enough, though. But maybe this tank is enough to damage them that by the time I can build a second medium tank, I'll do even better, you know? Because now they're all hurt. They can't hardly hurt that tank next time. Oh, they're actually moving. It's fine. I'm not worried about those guys. They build a tank instead. Interesting. Maybe they were slowly building money. Is an APC 3K? Should check. But now, like, these guys just aren't even a problem. This guy doesn't have infinite attacks either. Like, he's already running kind of low. That's the thing I was a little worried about. Wonder if it is worth a turn repairing him, because I get money for another tank on that turn where I repair him. But it costs money to repair him too, so I don't know. I probably want to have my mechs finish off these APCs just to save on their ammunition. They're 4,200. How did they eventually afford a tank then? Shouldn't they have been slowly losing money? Maybe they just always had enough to build it. Oh, I forgot about those those sheets I could pull up again. Ba-ba-ba-da-ba-da. Killed. Okay, tanks are gone. APCs are low. They've only literally got one tank right now that's in good shape. Yeah, they're 4,200, so that's more than what they could afford every turn. See what they do. I think a small tank should be a full small tank should actually be able to do some damage to my medium tank now. Again, I'm hoping kind of just that the presence of the tank is enough for me to be doing good by the time I build another one. If not, I may have to build an, or like keep a medium tank back at home until I get another one built. Although if I get enough guys up there, I might just be able to push anyway, even with these. Enough mechs could definitely do damage. Yeah, I wonder who made that one, Turtle. Will they get one here? I don't think so, right? Oh, they did still. Bummer. But, like, I don't know if they'll be able to afford anything besides, like, a mech here. Yeah. I might save again. I could save in the first file, even though that's the only one outside the map. Who cares? I could just reset by giving up. Let's see here. Like, I could try going for this guy already. I can't remember. What I can't remember is how much does a 4 tank do against a 10 mech on a building? Probably not that much, so nah, I'm not gonna. Let's get more mechs up here. What I will probably do is this, though. Get rid of that tank completely. Now they're in a pretty bad spot. Their money. They may still do mech. How much money do they have? Can I see anywhere? Oh, they'll have enough to build another tank if they want to next turn still. What I'm hoping here is that, even though the tank is going to not be there by the time I get another tank, what I'm hoping is that... Oh, you're right, I am getting kind of close to being able to wipe them out. But the problem is it's much harder to defeat a guy on a building. That's the thing here. So the moment I attack them, it's going to take a good handful of units to actually be able to take them out. Ooh, did nothing. Interesting. Run away. What, are they scared of getting wiped out now? Oh, I should have been wiping out the guy. No, wait, he moved down. Never mind, I couldn't. That's why I wasn't. Probably, yep, another tank. So this guy is going to be a little hard to get rid of. Let me see what happens if I go all out on him, though. I'm going to try. Problem is, even if I just defeat him, they'll just build another one next turn. I'm going to go ahead and build over A again. Oops, I said not to keep playing. It's nice that this game gives you actually multiple save files. Imagine if you couldn't. If he's not going to fight me, I'm not super worried about him right now. Oh, I don't have any good mechs, though. I wonder if I should wait one more turn, because they're only going to be able to build a mech next turn. Yeah. I might reset here. Hang on. I could do this to force them. I could have one guy hit to force them to spend money. But yeah, they still have quite a bit of HP left. I'm gonna reset. Hang on. Doot. So I might hit, like, just once just to force them to repair the tank and spend money here. But other than that, I'll just let them do whatever they want. Just gotta get more mechs up there now. Could fuse these two if I really wanted to. Get a full mech. The fact that that mech didn't attack me is kind of interesting. I wonder if they're just wanting to hit my mechs with their mechs, and they don't like hitting tanks with them. Again, what I'm really hoping for here is that the next medium tank is what I need. And I'm getting there. Eventually. Oh, making up for the lack of safe skimming NES Open Tournament Golf and Mahjong, yeah, both. Well, I looked at NES Open, or Mario's Open Golf a little bit for the Play Choice 10. It looks really similar. I don't know if they changed any of the maps, but what's different is that there's no, like, tournament mode and money. But, like, is beating one CPU good enough, or should I beat all of them? Because I didn't actually do that in NES Open Tournament Golf, so doing it there could be, like, a good way to do it. Oh, now they're hitting the tank. Weird. They're actually gonna do decent. Yeah, full mech against a floor tank. That way we would at least see all the characters too, but at the same time, do I really want to play golf that long? Or more NES Open Tournament Golf for that long? I know I could beat Luigi, I did it once, that was when I was bad at the game, so I wonder how hard it gets. We'll see, I guess. Still afford a mech, even after paying for the repairs. Like here, can I get rid of the mech? Probably still not quite, even though I got some pretty good dudes. I especially can't defeat the mech and get a guy on the building. If I could get them to... I kind of did that wrong, oh well. No. The only air and sea units die from fuel. None of the, no, land units do not die when they're out of fuel. They just can't move anymore. Actually, I don't know about ships. Actually, I don't know if that's true at all, now that I think about it. They have 53 turns left in them, though, so that's just not gonna happen. You can find multiple save states for various points in the game, so someone's like done it and well, I don't know, maybe they cheated. It's hard to say if we haven't seen a full video of it. Like you could just enter in codes to see all the levels and be at various points, you know? Not entering codes, but used hacks to get to various points in the game. That's what Suji's been doing in some of the games to test things out. Oh, I'm sure people have. But who knows if the people who got those states from the web did, or who made those save states did. But it's pretty easy to break old games and, like, exploits to see endings and stuff like that. So, like, just because there's a video clip of someone showing the ending, it does not mean they made it legitimately. Doo-doo. Those guys, I don't even know who you're talking about. You're kind of talking about something that I'm not fully sure what you're even referencing. Do-do-do-do-do-do. So there are written playthroughs of the game? I didn't even know that. What do I want to do here? There's a lot of tanks here now, and it's kind of annoying. My big tank is becoming less valuable. Okay, how close am I? One more turn. That's what I get for repairing, I guess. Or if I should send my medium tank back for repairs. Do. this isn't a Famicom game. You just gave me an idea of like a group version of a challenge. Like you could get through a challenge like I'm doing much faster if there were like 10 of us all working on different games. They shoot off after a while. Oh, got it. Do 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 do. Ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba. I don't think attacker has advantage, no. Not at all. The only real exception to that is in cases where there are some units that can't fight back. So like if a ranged person attacks a ranged person, only the attacker gets to actually attack, even if they're both in each other's range. But I don't know if that's exactly what you're talking, or that's not exactly what you're talking about anyway. Bummer, man. There's a tank here. Or like I'm kind of getting blocked a little bit here. Neither of these guys have any bullets left, so I should probably fuse at this point. Which is a bit of a bummer because now they can't help with taking over the base, but that's how it goes. Actually, maybe one of them I'll leave for a later a future fuse, maybe a distraction. Hello, fellow circus performers. Yep, I am back with Game Boy Wars. The circus music returns. So unfortunately, I don't have maybe quite as many mechs up here doing well as I thought I would by the time I'm gonna get my tank up, but let's hope it's enough. We'll see. Doo-doo. Doo-doo. I still don't have enough money. I miscounted. I thought 6, or I misremembered the cost. Dang it. What a bummer. I have to start dealing with these tanks soon. They're still not hitting my big tank, which is kind of funny. Makes me wonder what I should do with him. What if they're gonna go after my guy with no way to fight back? No, they're not. Is one more medium tank gonna be enough? Because the other option is I build up for 2. No idea if that's how viable that is, though. I feel like I have the upper hand right now, I feel like, though. You know what I mean? Just a matter of being able to actually break through their home base. I kind of hate these guys down here on the bottom. Super obnoxious. This is okay. That poor one, dude. What game comes next? Yoshi. On the NES and Game Boy. There's 2 versions of it. I'll probably do both of those together and not play Game Boy Wars between the 2, frankly. But, those are the ones that are next. I'm still not sure what I want to do about Super Scope, though. I need to get that working. I'll try it again. Using that old TV is just going to be a pain. Like I said, I may need to get an adapter to actually downgrade my signal to it. I don't know if I have a component to RCA port or adapter at all, or any way to downgrade like that, because you can't plug in composite cables into a component port, right? I don't believe so, because there's 3 audio outputs. No, sorry, not audio. There's 3 color outputs. You can do the other way around. You can make composite. No, wait, can you make composite? No, maybe there is. There's a way you can do one direction. I don't remember which it is, though. Maybe you can make component fit into it, because I have a composite to RCA adapter. I can't remember if I can plug my component into that or not. I guess it doesn't... Wait, what level do I get my audio at? I already forgot. I guess it doesn't matter if I... No, it's color, though. I need it to display properly on the TV. I don't know. I'll have to experiment with it. I'm not... This stuff is all confusing to me. Okay, got another medium tank going. I'm a little worried it's still not going to be enough just because of how hard it is to actually get into an enemy base. But I'm going to try. It's taking like 3 tanks to destroy 1 mech, so... Oh, they ran out of bullets. Dang it. Bummer. I hate that they, like, still have to think about these guys. Goodbye. Dude with 2 HP and no bullets. They still got a decent amount of tanks here. This is a little bit annoying. Also not sure what their mech's gonna do. Kind of fine with him just going downwards. Yeah, that's the strange thing to me, Turtle, is that the zapper works on the TV, but the super scope doesn't. But from what I looked at online, that was an issue other people had. So that's the one thing that makes me uncertain whether or not that's my real problem or not. So I'm a little nervous about being able to identify the real problem. I actually, the reason why I didn't test it till now is because I actually thought the super scope was more like a Wii remote, and that it would just use the position relative to the receiver, but all the receiver is doing is reading in button inputs. I didn't realize that. I thought the receiver was determining positioning, but it's not. So that surprised me a little bit. Or that's part of what caught me off guard here. Yeah, it must be or something. I'm not sure. I'll have to experiment around a bit. Did I forget to build a mech? No, I think I built one. Okay, I have another medium tank here, and potentially I can just fuse the medium tanks to give him a bit more oomph, time in the sunlight. We'll see. That may not be my problem either. That's the thing. I don't even know for sure if that's my problem or not. I do have a pretty late CRTV. So it could be the problem. Definitely could be. Nice. Yeah, that is a good find, I guess. I could have gone around shopping for it, but I just decided to buy it online. I can't remember how much I spent on it. Probably somewhere in the range that you're saying. Doo-doo, doo-doo. It was hard to find one that was actually in really good condition. A lot of them had parts missing and stuff like that, but I found one that had basically everything. I don't think it had the receiver, though. I had to buy that separately. So now the question is, do I wait for them to build a mech up top, though? Because if they build a tank, I don't necessarily want to go in guns blazing to attack that base yet. That guy's 1 HP. No wonder he's not doing much. So they're gonna build another one. All right, let's see. How do I want to handle this? I might save here, because this is where things will potentially make or break this. I'm pretty confident I'm doing good. I'm going to start racing over some of these old saves. So I'm probably not going to go after the tank at home. Go after one of these. I might just fuse the tanks already, to be honest. Hope I don't regret it. We'll see. Could use it as like a wall too, but eh. What I'm not sure of now is, are the tanks going to go for the medium tank because he's a big threat? Or are they still going to go for the mechs? Because I want mechs alive still to help me take the base. They're going to be a key part of actually conquering it. I don't have very many up there. Let's see what they do. Because that's what they were called in Famicom Wars. It's an old habit that I haven't gotten rid of. That's what the translator called them in that version for some reason. I don't totally like this. That's like the one guy who could potentially sit on the base. Oh, great. They're probably going to send more of their tanks after him, too. Man. So hard to actually crack this. Even the Super Nintendo and the NES on my CRT TV that I do have actually has some weird artifacts with movement. It looks great for GameCube and N64, but the older ones aren't so great. It makes me think I need to also get... I have like a really old CRT V. Actually, I kind of give that to Dr. Bob, but I have a really old one. I have a late one. But nothing in the middle, and maybe I do need a middle. I'd hate... They take up so much space, though. It seems obnoxious to have that many. Yeah, I'm not getting it next turn. Ah, this is so annoying. Because they're gonna build a mech here. I just don't have enough dudes. It's like I think I might need 2 medium tanks. We'll see. Does this guy have any ammunition left, or is he also gonna just join the guys down there with nothing to do? Is it newer TVs that react worse to NES games that use it? I have no idea why, to be honest. It's these there's like weird waves whenever movement happens on the screen. But like the TV I have even has an HDMI input. It's kind of crazy, actually. I didn't even know they made ones like that. All right, hope I don't regret this, but I need to deal with these tanks. It's gonna hurt my guy a little bit. And that's the beginning of him losing a ton of health, but... I'm gonna move him in, finish this guy off. I'm just running out of mechs. That's the problem. I'll be able to hit this guy hard. It's gonna hurt the mech, but gotta do it. Oh, actually, that wasn't that bad at all. Mechs are actually decent against the smaller tanks. So does this guy have any bullets? He has 1, so he might try something funny here, but he's just gonna die the moment he does it, so it's not too big of a deal. It's funny how many turns this one is actually taking in the end, because the turns are so short. So they're gonna build another tank at the end here. Let me see what I can do with 2 guys. See, the problem is, if I defeat the guy in the center, even with, let's say, a tank and a mech, then it's a 2-mech guy that goes onto the base. All they gotta do is shoot him with a mech and he's gone, so I can't do it yet. I don't have enough units. Bum, 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 ba, da, 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 da. This is like obnoxious how hard it is still to just break through. It's so tough. God, guys run out of bullets. So he's not even able to do much at all, yeah. That guy's still coming in. Oh, that guy's funny to me. Build another tank. This is all they're doing is just cycling these two. They got less up here again, but the question is, and I feel like my tank is doing better than last time, so maybe it'll still be fine in the end. Just not sure. I'm gonna save here. I want to test something out. How hard is it for me to take a tank out a small tank in the spot there? What if I should leave a mech down below just to mow down the guys that are down there, just in case I have opportunity for a Alright, I probably shouldn't do this, but let's just see how it goes. Yeah, look how hard it is to take out a guy on the base, man. It's crazy. I'm not gonna do that. That was just too much of a loss on my part. Is there a way to just go back to the title screen? Not really. There might be. Like, I could save somewhere and then load back at the title screen because there's an option there, but that seems stupid. Finish those guys. Because maybe the play is that I just have to take out a mech. Or like take out take him, wipe him out completely. It hurts not to have a mech go up there though. Maybe I will do it here. It's getting rid of these guys. Once I do it once, they're gone, so. It's gonna take a few turns though. I just hope I don't regret it. Let's see. And this guy will run out of bullets eventually too. If this keeps feeling as endless as it is, I may have to save up for 2 medium tanks at the same time, which is painful. Man, they did a lot of damage to me still. It's more than I was hoping for. Nice. Ugh, this is gonna actually hurt too. Ah, it wasn't too bad. I didn't build. What? Does the AI think they can capture with a mech? Is this like straight up a bug in this game? What on earth? I mean, I would reset anyway. I did get the soft lock, but that just seems like how could that oversight have made it through? I feel like that should be common to see. What the heck? I can't believe it. What an oversight. Again, unless there's something about the version I'm playing. That's kind of funny. I wonder if I should hit the guy on the top instead. He didn't hit the tank too hard, I guess. But that was straight up broken. This might make the tank last longer. I don't know if it's a good idea though. Like, they didn't even plant them on it. They, like, thought he could capture it, but the option wasn't there. That's so funny. Okay, don't forget to build the mech this time. I could try to hit them again while they're on the base. to like weaken them. Oh, they just went totally different this time. Interesting. It might be good in the end though, because this means my medium tank is gonna last longer now. Oh, these guys are out of ammunition too, man. Holy moly. Run out so fast. Come on, bruh. It's part of the URL. But, I wonder what happened there. That's so strange. So I hope he actually fires. Okay, good. I don't want to waste a turn on him. Obedient. Maybe it's obedient icy moose. I just realized. I think that's obedient icy. Obediency. I thought that was an L at first when I read that. Obediently. I don't even know how to say it. We'll see. All right, so let's have this guy hit this guy. And then maybe the tank can finish. Well, no, it's got so little HP. It'll waste its time attacking somebody. Could repair the tank. And then send 2 in at once. It's another option here. It's not doing too bad though now. Doesn't have infinite bullets though. It's amazing how long a level like this can even take just due to the complete lack of resources. Interesting. I'm kind of okay with that. You let me get closer with high-level dudes. Although it could be annoying down here again, but... Bum, ba-dum, bum. Alright, that's all these guys dealt with, although they... Are you serious? He's out of ammo already? I've shot twice! No, 3 times. Is that all they have? They only have 3 bullets. Wow. That's obnoxious. What should I do? Because if there's still a guy there, then, like, what's the point of it all? Guess he'll just go forward. Be used as like a punching bag or a fusion eventually. I could repair him, but for cheaper, maybe I should. That way I get 1 step closer to a tank. Maybe I should have done that. Oh well. Because the repairs will only cost me barely anything. And I have that bit of extra off funds too. So maybe I will do that. I might have him go back. Bit of a waste of a turn, but oh well. So they are going after the tank this time. This is going to hurt him pretty bad. Oh, now they're firing here. Wasn't sure if they were going to. It's kind of wild how hard it is just to crack the base. Maybe I will save up for 2 tanks. know. It's hard to plan that far ahead. Wonder how hard it is to hit this guy on the base. Like, what's... Well, my medium tank is pretty heavily damaged now. All been hit pretty hard here, though. Other than the new thing, of course. Can't believe how difficult this actually is to do. Do I fuse the mechs now? Probably. Probably don't have a whole lot of shots left anyway. Yeah, he's got nothing anyway. I never realized how few bullets mechs actually get. Has it always been 3? That seems so low. Bum. They're going down that way again. Don't know what their plan is. A little sketchy, but maybe it's fine. I don't think they can break through my... Like, they're half damaged. I don't think they could even break through a single mech on the base. With how I save up money, if I have to, I could put even a tank there, and I don't know if there's much they could do. Yeah, I can actually afford a, another tank now. So I am gonna say, let's try to remember that's in the save spot too. If this does not work, I'm gonna actually go back to this save and save up for another tank. I don't like that they're not going after my guys super hard right now, though, because that means I got more fresh mechs up here at the top. It's amazing how hard this mission actually is to break through. It's kind of surprising me. See, the problem is, yeah, the tank on the base. The tank being able to hit whoever's on the base. So I don't think this medium tank and a mech is enough to get rid of somebody, but I'm gonna try it. I'll save again. I'm not too worried about these mechs. It's kind of nice having them away from the base, to be honest. I hope like they don't suddenly surprise me and cause problems, but I don't think they will. I suppose they just don't barely have enough for an APC. That's probably why they're not building them. Alright, I'm gonna save this turn because I'm gonna test something here. If I send... What order do I send? Mech and then tank, or tank and then mech? Probably make mech and then tank. If I send this guy here... I don't know. Is this game an RPG? I don't know if it is, really. These games are often considered... I guess it is. Well, I don't know. Not really doing much role-playing is the thing. I don't even get close. Might keep this, though. Make them spend a bit of money. It's a tactics game, but is it an RPG? I don't know. Is it considered one? I'm not actually sure. Yeah, but it's not. It's definitely not the same as Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem definitely has RP, or like, you know, characters with growth stats. This game doesn't have that at all. But I guess it still kind of is, huh? I don't know. I just wonder what it's officially considered. Or what it's generally considered. There's no official. Kind of want to look it up, even. It's just very different. There's not a whole lot of games like it. Yeah, I'm seeing some people saying it's just actually flat-out strategy in a similar essence to something like a tactical strategy game. Something more similar to, you know, Civilization or something like that. Close enough, though. Close enough. You're just reminded me, Ethan, of a story that Dr. Bob has where a guy was like, oh, so Resident Evil's a role-playing game because you're role-playing as, what's the main guy's name? Why can't I remember his name right now? Not the main guy, but the one that's in, like, Resident Evil 4. Can I remember his name? Leon Kennedy. You're like, it's a role-playing game because you're role-playing as Leon Kennedy. It's a war game. Interesting. Bum, bum, bum. I guess that's what they call it. All right, another tank has arrived. Is this tank enough? I still don't think it's quite enough yet for this turn. That guy's just too low in health. Because you play as the role of Pac-Man. Yep, must be. See, this is where I'm really not sure what to do. I need more mechs up here. That's the problem. I need more mechs. You know, I could surround a mech. Oh, but then I would need way more mechs. Could I have made this work? Hang on. Let me reload this turn. Yeah, my life is an RPG. We definitely have a lot of genre names that you can't actually take literally. All right, I'm gonna try this again. I'm gonna try something a little different. Let's put him here. Attack right away. Big time, this guy. See, that's crazy that a full medium tank only does 3 damage to a mech at a home base. Down to 4. This is still not going to be enough. Man. Close, though. Let me try changing the order up one more time. I have one other idea. But I may need just more mechs up there. Not all platformers have platformers. Or platforms. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff like that. Bum, bum. I'm gonna try hitting him with this guy first. It's still not gonna accomplish what I need here. Man, it's crazy how defensively strong people are at home base. I could take this guy out, I'm pretty sure, with all 4 of my units. But that's not good enough. I need someone to plant on the base. Not even close. It's down to 3 again, the same as before. Interesting. It's not worth going after someone if I can't beat him either. So let's keep it. Let's just hit everyone else around the area. He only has 1 shot left. I may want it at some point, so I'm not sure I want to waste it here. I have 2 tanks up here this time, which I don't think that even happened. No, it did. I just fused them. Got his bullets back. And now I basically just got a lot more money at 1 turn. But, still kind of hard to say whether or not this is enough. Attacking the tank. He's gonna probably do at least 1 damage to it. Yeah, 2 even. It wiped it out. That's kind of funny. They're probably gonna make a tank here, though. That's okay. I'm fine with him running. They're probably gonna make a tank here. Don't think I can deal with a tank quite as aggressively. I will have a decent amount of guys here at the base, though. The dude with his 2 HP. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. Tanks are even harder to deal with, I think. I'll maybe experiment again. No, this is like the same team as last time. But I will have 2 more mechs now for next turn. That's kind of the difference here. But let's say like the tank. Let's say the tank plants himself there. It's a little annoying. Well, no, it's not too bad. Oops, no, not fuse. Is there anyone who's out of bullets here? People still have like 1 more shot, which is good. That's kind of what I need. So I may be able to get it next turn here. Depends on how big of a nuisance this tank is going to be to the plan. This guy has no missiles. I didn't realize that. Let's put another one here. Apparently, I can't leave my base open or else the game will soft lock now. Almost have enough guy to surround the base, actually. Which is another viable strat. If I let them have an opening, it's bad. Well, it's not that viable. Because they'll keep repairing it and hitting me. Then if I let it open, they'll have a ton of money. So it's not that's not really a good idea unless I can actually get them. Okay, that's not my favorite move of theirs to do, because that does... Now I got no strong tanks, and I've just got to hope my numbers are enough. They can only afford a mech. Oh, man. I maybe should have positioned people differently. I might reload last turn if I can't get him here, because that might have been my own problem that I let that happen here. That might have been avoidable. And the fact that he hit that tank was potentially avoidable, too. We'll see. Let me see what I can do on this next turn. Yeah. Let's see what I can do. Gonna save. I feel like I could have played things a little better on that last turn. Everyone's hit hard now. It's crazy how little damage I do. Like, if I was able to keep that tank at higher health... Up your line count with a party of 7 Tetra-Autobots and an RPG known as Tetris. Wonder if my 3 tank is enough. He just needs to survive 1 hit from that tank. Dude, this still might not be enough. I don't think it's gonna be. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's because he fought that guy. Okay, I'm resetting. I can play that previous turn a little better. Just a tad bit better. I think I should be fine. This one's making me save scum more than usual. Okay, so. This is 2 turns ago. Dang it, did I not save on the previous turn? Did I save an A? Did I save over my spot? I might have saved over my spot. Okay, what did I do? I shot this guy. What a bummer. And this guy should go after the tank and wipe himself out completely if it happens the same way it did last time. This guy wipes out this guy. Now, I think these 2 guys in the top don't actually budge. They stay where they're at. I don't remember. These guys move up. Shoot. I'm gonna save 1 more time here, because I don't remember quite what I did with those guys in the top. I need this to happen the same way as last time. Let's see if this was it. What I need is that mech to move down and fight the medium tank and lose all his life. Need him to do that again, but I don't remember how those guys up there are. Okay, he's doing the same thing. And then this guy should run away, which is good. Okay, goodbye. The battles in this game are actually extremely consistent. There is no RNG in this game, I'm pretty sure. So he runs down. I need to be able to make sure he can't reach my guy. That was the problem from last time. And I maybe should prevent the small tank from hitting my medium tank, but I'm not sure if that's, like, it actually could be worse if it hits something else. All right, so now this is this turn again. Let's resave over C this time. This is where I thought I saved over C. Okay, so. The problem is if this guy, like, destroys one of these mechs, that's also kind of a problem. Him going after, or like this tank is kind of a problem. Him going after this tank wasn't the worst thing, but it maybe was still bad. Let me experiment a little bit. Okay, can I get, what do I need to position everyone here? I'll still put them up here. If this doesn't work, I'll reset, but... Now, I need these guys... Oh, am I toast? Oh, no. I did save. I might not be able to do what I wanted to do. I might have to let someone get hit by this guy, which is not great. It could be better to have it be the guy with more HP, though. So if I position him here... And then this guy here... I might not be able to do what I wanted to do. No. Let's see. I should lose less mechs in theory this time. Because the 10 mech can only hit my 10 mech. Okay, this is what happened before. Now this mech will probably attack my guy, but the change here is that it's a 10v10, so I'm not going to lose as much. So that might give me the tiny edge I need to take out their mech that spawns at home base. Not sure. Let's see. Well, no, I had a full 10 guy attack home base. Now I don't have that. Shoot, this still may not work. Is there really no way to do this? So unfortunate. Crazy. I could try moving that tank out and seeing what happens if I have an 8 tank ready to go. That's another possible option here. This is just crazy. Okay. Let's try again. Problem is, I don't have the as many 10 guys going after it, so we'll see what happens here. Hold on. I guess I should be able to roll the tanks around the bottom way. Wait. Yeah. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. I don't think I get it. Dude, it's crazy how defensively strong having home base is. Like, there's just so many shots on a single mech. Okay. I have one more idea before we need to slow it down and try something else. Man, that's crazy. And that is trying to prevent their medium tank from hitting my tank. I don't like that idea, Suji, because it's just going to give them more money. And if I can't defeat that guy, then it's a problem. I'd have to be able to actually destroy him, too. I guess he would only have 2... Actually, maybe that would work, because he'll have, like, no health. Yeah, I might be able to do that. The problem is my health is going to be kind of low. I'll try that after... I have one more idea here, but that might be the way to go. I need to be able to protect this tank, though. Let's do like this. Don't know if this will work, though, because whoever this tank fires at is still going to get hit pretty hard, you know? So I'm going to try this. Otherwise, I'll try your strat, Suji. I can't surround him, though, because the tank. I'd have to be able to... I would need the small tank not to be next to home base. The mech can always move out so long as there's a tank there. So he went for the 10 mech, which is not great. I'm not going to be able to kill the tank and surround him and do enough damage to him. I just don't have enough units for that. It's not possible. In fact, surrounding him probably still won't work because they'll be able to hit somebody and break the... Yeah, I don't think it's going to work, Suji. I really don't think it will. Because no matter what I do, they're going to be able to break free. I don't see a way out. A way to avoid that. Also, I didn't move my guys at all, but whatever. We're just testing this for now. I really don't see it working because Killing the tank is not easy. Surrounding the guy, he has to be weak to make surrounding him worth it. But if I go for the tank, then I won't be able to do that. I don't know, man. Because this tank still has a lot of life. I don't know if using a 6 guy was smart there. Man. There's just no way to do this, is there? Oh, that's the problem with that strat. Shoot. No, hang on. Let me try one thing here. I don't even know if this will still work. My word. All right, I'm going to try Suji's surround him strat. I don't think it's going to work, though, and you'll see why. Oops, I didn't get the colors right. Or the colors wrong. Man, this end of this level is so hard. It's I've always felt like that's my biggest issue with this game. Defense is so strong. Being on home base is kind of ridiculous. If I hit this guy here and destroy him, but now I don't have my tank to hit the mech, but maybe that's fine. And we do as much damage as we can. The problem is their mech might be able to break one of my guys. We'll see. This could work. I don't know. The mech is still gonna have so much life though, and I'm not gonna have very much. The problem is if they end up being able to build here after not being able to build for a turn, that's gonna be really bad. They ran out of bullets. And they're gonna actually have an attack here too. Alright, let's see what happens. Depends on if they're going to be able to kill one of these mechs in one turn. I don't know if they can, actually. Oh, did you guys consider this? Okay, it's going to be fine. I was like, if they destroy themselves... I still have this other mech to worry about, though. He could cause problems. Let's see if this is enough, though. I didn't build again down here, which could be a problem. These guys that can't fight back, yes, oh, that's sketchy. Who even has bullets up here? If I can't do it in one turn, I might not be able to do it at all. I got no ammunition. Alright, let's see. If I can plop a tank on there, I'm probably pretty good. Even though they don't have that much life, but I might need them to take out the guy is the problem. He's got one shot. He's got a shot. He's got nothing. He's got nothing. He's got 4, but 4 health. He's got 1, but 3 health. Alright, I have an idea. Or this might work. I might save here. I kind of wish I was building guys back at home base, though. It's kind of stupid of me. What menu am I in right now? I can't get out! Okay. I'm gonna save over... I'm gonna save over B. That was maybe you can hold on to that one. Okay, come on. Please get rid of this guy. Please! Oh my goodness. It's kind of incredible how hard... Oh, that guy has, like, no health. Oh, no, that's the guy. Okay, this is the guy that does it. Oh, I think I got it. Oh, my word. Suji was right. Guy's defeated. Tank moves onto the spot. Pretty sure there's nothing they can do about it now. Let's make these guys just merge now. Pretty sure I've won. Let's make sure we pick off this guy. How annoying. There was a route forward. Barely, though. I almost didn't make it. Ooh, I could build another medium tank to go up there and mess things up because I wasn't building for a few turns. Alright, it's over. This one mech can't do anything about it. Especially now that I'm on the base, so I think I have the heavier defenses now. They still try to supply. I have no idea why they do that. I was kind of right, though. This is going to end up being a shorter map in the end. Can I wipe him out this turn? That's the question. Or should I be safe and hunt him down with the tank instead? He's got no bullets. I think I should be able to finish him off, right? I should be able to. Oh! Kidding me? Oh, are you kidding me? I thought someone here had bullets because they all used them up. Alright, let's just finish. These guys still should be able to finish them off. I know a short map is an hour and 40 minutes. Did I save before doing this? I can always put it back on there. Okay, I did it. Oh man, what a crazy map. Crazy about the CPU soft lock thing, though. No units left. Alright, first map of the extras complete. What an ordeal it was. I just realized, though, with like one map a chapter, or one chapter a video, this is gonna be a long series on YouTube. Although I guess that's already what it was becoming. Yay, I have won one map. Summer has been defeated. Next is Ararat. This game. All right, that'll be all for this one for now. So I'm gonna go ahead and pause it.